The most anime Disney property ever created. That's saying a lot. They dubbed Spirited Away. Hey there, ghosts and ghouls! Warlock Boo here. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the game Kingdom Hearts 3, or 2.9, or 3/8 third, or whatever. It says Kingdom Hearts 3 on the box, so I'm not going to argue with what the box says, even though the game thing tells me 2.9 first. I don't like that. Now, I don't have much of a history with Kingdom Hearts. I played one and almost beat it. I got to the last boss and just couldn't. It was on someone else's PlayStation. I played a little bit of the beginning of 2, not much. It was on, again, someone else's system. And I played some of Chain of Memories on the Game Boy. Sorry if I'm coughing. I am still have a cold. I'm working from my deathbed to bring you these videos, so appreciate it, mortals. But all in all, I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts. And the only reason I played 3 was my wife desperately wanted to play it. She really wanted to play this game. So we rented it from Gamefly. Well, I'll tell you some about it. Now, Kingdom Hearts is a series that is created by Square Enix and Disney. I know, a weird kind of combo. Combining Square Enix characters, such as characters from Final Fantasy, with Disney characters, exploring Disney worlds. They fight the enemy called the Heartless, which are enemies who's had their heart removed, which sounds way worse than it does in the game when you say it out loud. And Nobodies, who are what's left over also, because I still don't understand the logic. Then there's also the something or other, which are made from negative emotions, which I still don't understand. Okay, here's the problem with the game. I don't understand a lot of it. Things confused me, and confusing scary. I don't know what went on. I I have to admit that. But one thing this game does really well actually is it fills you in on a lot of stuff. They give you a lot of information in these handy little cutscenes. And my wife used to complain about the length of cutscenes until she played this game. Now she never does. She's learned that these cutscenes, other cutscenes, are walks in the park compared to the length of Kingdom Hearts freaking cutscenes. She doesn't believe me how long they were. A 2-hour cutscene. Whew, that's hard to work through. Of course, it was the end cutscene, but still. Oh my God, that was hell to walk through. Uh, but they do a good job on catching you up, and as long as you know some base about the game, you can follow along. If you don't, you're gonna be kind of lost. I was trying to explain to my wife stuff that happened in 1, and she had no clue what was going on. She liked it. We think we liked it. We're still out on that, but maybe. Now, the cutscenes are beautifully rendered. They look gorgeous. The world looks gorgeous. The characters look gorgeous. It looks great. The game itself looks great. The voice acting, on the other hand, doesn't. And these are professional voice actors, but they sound choppy, like they took multiple takes and just chopped it up and put it together, but not well. Like there's just doesn't sound right. Some of the voice actors they got for like Hercules, he sounds like he's slurring his words. Just doesn't come off as proper. I'm not a professional by any means, but I don't that it just doesn't feel as professionally done as it should have. I do all my stuff on this in one long take, so when I mess up like 5 minutes into the video, I got to redo the whole video and put it back together and re-record everything. 'Cause I'm bad at cutting out parts and re-hooking up other parts. And So I get like 4 takes on that 30-minute video sometimes and have to redo all 30 minutes. Fudge. But still, that was one of my biggest problems is the voice acting just doesn't sound right in some regards. Some sounds great, like Goofy, Donald, uh, Riku. They sound pretty good. Others don't. Some steal the show with how good they sound. Like the girl, she's a blonde woman that works for the bad guy. She ends up stealing every scene she's in because she outranks half the voice actors she's with. Uh, Game itself, the gameplay wise, it's fun. It's an easy system to understand. Lots of different combos and lots of different ways to play that you can alter yourself. Uh, they don't really give you a rundown on how to equip and disequip abilities, actually. So I kind of had to learn that on trial and error, which they could have done better. But all in all, it wasn't hard once you figure it out. Uh, you got now big attacks you can come do, altered Keyblade forms, big summoning Disney rides, doing attacks with guest characters to take out enemies. There's a lot you can do to this. And the guest characters are so much fun. All of them add an element to their story, such as such as Woody and Buzz. Their friends disappeared. Andy disappeared. They don't know what's going on. So you have to help them. You have to help them figure out, well, what's happening? Where's Andy? What's going on? The Monsters Inc. world. Boo, they got Boo's door open. But someone's taking over the factory and they're trying to make it scary again. Well, who's doing it? So you got to help them. And the end of that one has the greatest use of logic within the monster world to beat a boss that I've ever seen. You will be laughing for like 5 minutes straight at that one. But then you get some worlds that feel not working right. The two that work the least well in this game is the Pirates of the Caribbean world, which just follows the third movie in the series, but very choppily. It has some real neat mechanics, like you can sell a ship and stuff, but it's really choppily done. And Frozen. Frozen feels like they had different ideas for it, but they had to change it because of Disney's meddling. You can hear it in the script, you can see it in the layout of everything. It just doesn't feel right. So, you know, those two worlds don't work out too well story wise. They just fall apart. The other worlds, though, work great. And what worlds are there? As I said, there's Frozen, Pirates, there's Monsters Inc., there's Toy Story, there's Tangled, there's Hercules, and I'm probably forgetting one, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, well. Oh, Big Hero 6, which does really neat in the way they make it a sequel, but it doesn't tie into the cartoon at all, so it couldn't have happened. And you'll see why if you play it. The bad guys are well done. The monsters are unique looking. Each world has their own set, yet ones will reappear from other worlds from previous, and it's really well done. It's fun to explore those worlds, fight off enemies. It's a good time. There is one mechanic. To get to different worlds, you have to fly something called a gummy ship. Most of you know what this is if you played the previous games, but if not, I'm going to explain it to you. They're these little spaceships that you can actually design yourself. And you can go between planets and you got to actually fly them, shoot down enemies coming at you, grab items, stuff like that. Except they changed it now that it's a free open world exploration style in this gummy ship to go between worlds. And it's a really fun way to break up any kind of monotony that may happen from just fighting enemies in the basic way. And they make it much more enjoyable in this game than it was in the first. The first one could just be annoying. This one works out really well. It works really easy. It's fun. It's nice to make the ships. It's a little annoying. Or you can buy blueprints to whatever ship, upgrade your ships, and do all kinds of stuff. It's really fun. So, I like that part of the game. Now, there are some mini games, such as there's one part where you have to help Remy from Ratatouille cook. That one's a little bit, man. There's these little mini games that look like the old little handheld games you could get. and they're all classic Disney things. And that one is kind of okay. It's nothing great. They're just time breakers to get extra items and stuff like that. Nothing that feels like it's a main mechanic. There's some other little games that pop up, and all of them are they're okay. Nothing I'd go like, oh yeah, I'm going to spend hours on this, but nice little thing that they added. That it's fun. So I liked it. I actually really liked it. Everything worked together. What do I rate it? An 8.5, I'd say. Voice acting's a little choppy. Some of the worlds don't quite click. And I didn't understand everything that was going on. But this is the third game in the series, so I'm giving it an 8.5. Very simple. What did my wife think of it? Well, this is her game of the year so far, so it's her new favorite game, even though she's never played the other. So I'm saying she'd probably give it something higher than a 1 at least, if it's her new favorite damn game. She spent more time on this than she did Diablo 3. She plays that thing for days. Uh, so, anything wrong, I'd say, with it? It has a bad learning curve for the story, not for the gameplay. The story is complex, and I can't even begin to tell you it in one sit down because I don't know what happened. I'm gonna go and watch Team 4 Star's video on it just so I can try and understand some shit that happened. Oh, because there's characters you got to rescue that I have no clue who they are, but then they got to rescue another character once you rescue them because they fell to darkness, and then that they got to awaken this other character, and then two characters are trapped within one character, making them 3 characters altogether, and they have to get out. And then one character they're trying to find a robotic body for, but not just him, but for another one, so they can get them out. Oh, but then there's Heartless, and there's another. I don't know what's going on. I know it's little, like 2 of the girls are sort of cute, but other than that, I don't know what's going on. They do a good job on explaining some bits, like this guy possessed this guy who possessed this guy, but went back in time to possess this guy. And if I had played the others, that would probably have been very helpful to know all this, but I didn't play any of the others, so I'm very confused here. Who's possessing who and what now and when what? And then they leave 2 big things unanswered at the end that I don't want to spoil, but one involves a box and one involves the main character. Oh, so still an 8.5 from me. If I understood it a little better, probably raised it up to a 9, but I don't understand it at all. So it's an 8.5. Do you agree with my review of this? Do you not? Tell me down below. But if you like this video, you can hit that subscribe button in the top corner. Wink, wink, hint, hint. Look. Or I'm going to hunt you and eat all your food in your fridge, even what you've been saving. Because I'm an asshole and I need the subscriptions to hit 1,000 very soon. If I hit 1,000, I will have a personal dance party right here. But if I don't, I will cry in the corner and steal all your fridge food and eat it to make myself happy. One other thing is, I know I said in the video before this I'd do 3, but I'm gonna have to do the other video next week. My cold's gotten to me too much, and I am holding in a cough right now that is going to sound like I'm dying. My wife's gonna come in, think I've dropped dead after I've done coughing like that, and try and take me to the emergency room. So until next time, this has been Warlock Fu. Hoping to be spoken y'all later. Bye. Dead.